And now it's time for
The Adventures of Amelia Earhart.
When we last left Amelia Earhart, Johnny Boy the Dragon had just pointed out that a giant asteroid was just about to crash into the Earth. Fortunately, at the last moment, the asteroid changed its mind and quit its job as a large space rock altogether. The asteroid now works as a consultant for a law firm and lives in a nice suburban home with her husband and her 5.1 million children. But that's another story. The next day, Amelia Earhart woke up and decided to go out for breakfast. So she got into her car, a 2006 Ford Nissan, and drove into the city. She soon reached a stoplight where George the traffic cop was directing traffic.
"Good morning, Miss Earhart,"
said George the traffic cop as he motioned for a semi-truck to run a red light.
Good morning, officer,
said Amelia Earhart.
How are you on this fine day?
"I'm just splendid, thanks,"
said George the traffic cop as he gestured for a pedestrian to step out in front of a bicycle.
"But I must take my donut break now."
And with that, George the traffic cop took off in his police cruiser at 200 miles per hour.
What a peculiar fellow,
Amelia Earhart said.
I hope he doesn't get chronically bad breath.
Just then, a giant pelican named Carl flew down from a rooftop.
Hey, I'm walking here. Hey, I never flew to Alaska. Hey,
he screamed.
Good for you,
said a nearby frog named Zeke.
Alaska doesn't exist.
I do too exist,
cried the American state of Alaska.
Everyone just forgets about me.
It was sadly true, and everyone took a minute of silence to remember that they forgot about Alaska.
Hold on one bloody minute,
said Megamind, who had just arrived in his private jet.
I've never forgotten about Alaska.
It was true. All throughout his life, Megamind had constantly meditated on the barren iceland known as America's biggest state. And so once again, Megamind saved the day and proved he was everyone's favorite hero.
Hooray,
said Amelia Earhart.
Now I can finally go home and get some breakfast.
Amelia Earhart soon arrived at the Breakfast Club, a professional breakfast cafe. She went into the building and saw none other than Bob the Tomato sitting at a table.
Hi, Bob,
said Amelia Earhart.
I haven't seen you since the fall of the Republic.
Bob didn't reply to her, though, since he was staring at his phone in horror.
"QWERTY?"
he said, horrified. Meanwhile, the lamp nearby said nothing. Amelia Earhart went up to the counter and looked at the menu.
"Can I help you, miss?"
said the guy behind the counter, whose name was Noah. Just then, Joan of Arc burst into the building and shot Noah with an arrow.
"That's for stealing my ark,"
she said. In response, Noah ripped off his beard and began Mongolian throat singing.
I'll have the orange souffle,
Amelia Earhart said, having just made up her mind.
Coming right up,
said Darth Vader, who was also working behind the counter. Suddenly, the Jolly Green Giant arrived, having taken a break from advertising American canned Brussels sprouts. He did not die at all.
"Chocolate will be the downfall of us all,"
the tall fellow announced helpfully.
Good thinking,
said Benjamin Franklin, who had been sipping coffee this whole time.
Who even likes chocolate? We don't have enough vegetables. When I'm president, I will banish all chocolate to Mordor!
Just then, Uncle Sam arrived.
I want you to join my Dungeons and Dragon party,
he said to no one in particular. Suddenly, the color blue stopped existing altogether.
Oh dear,
said Amelia Earhart.
Now what will they call blueberries?
They won't call them eagle eyes, that's for sure,
said a Canadian goose named Bernard.
Order for Amelia Earhart. Amelia Earhart, your order is ready,
called Darth Vader from the counter.
Thank you,
said Amelia Earhart as Darth Vader handed her a plate full of hair. Just then, Paul McCartney arrived leading an army of she-bears.
I say,
said Paul.
Where are all the goblins?
What goblins?
Scoffed a goblin named Travis.
There ain't any goblins around here.
Oh, alright then,
said Paul McCartney. He then led the she-bears back outside and sent them away 2 by 2 on missions that no one can speak of until George Washington steps down from being president of the free world. Just then, someone stole a car. Will justice ever be served like a cold platter of fish? I sure hope it's salmon. Find out next time on
The Adventures of Amelia Earhart.